Good morning, Libra. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Libra, I'm sorry that it's taken me a little bit of time to get your October reading out. This will be your October 2023 reading. This will be your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, cross watch if that's you. Discern the messages accordingly. I've had some things going on, some unexpected things. Health-wise, I'm good though. No worries. But it just took me to my butt for a couple of days. I'm starting to feel like I'm getting my energy back too. So I've had a lot of little things going on, and please be patient too. Weekend energies, I'm going to try to get those out today, if not tomorrow. Timing, I'm closing down a retail space that I've done. I'm moving everything to online for everybody so I can service everybody that is interested in the products, the merchandise, the readings, everything that I do. So just making a transition. It's taken me a hot second, so please be patient as I make this transition, and then the consistency of everything that's going up on YouTube will definitely be much better. So thank you for those of you who hung in there with me during this time. I appreciate you. Those of you who have subscribed, liked, commented, shared as well, thank you. It's the perfect way to support the channel. Those of you who have donated to the channel as well, superb. I appreciate you. Those who have booked readings with me as well, fantastic. Thank you for your trust and faith in me. So let's move on from there. All right, Libra, a little bit of a daydreamy energy as I was kind of meditating, picking up some intuitive stuff before I get started, which is usually what I always do. I'm very much about the intuitive rather than the cards so much. But daydreamy kind of energy kind of came through with you guys, but I feel like there's something brewing under the surface. What that means, I'm not sure. We're going to dive into it, kind of clarify, see what comes up. But I do feel like it's almost like your head is in the clouds, but your feet are like clenched to the earth kind of vibe. So again, it's Spirit is saying foretelling of things to come, obviously. So again, like I feel like something's coming in for you guys. Something's brewing beneath the surface. There's some emotional... Spirit's giving me upheaval. So thank you, Spirit, for that. So we'll see, right? But that's really what I'm picking up on right now, Libra. We'll see what's happening. It's early. I'm having my coffee with you guys. Hopefully you've had your cup of coffee this morning or this afternoon by the time this video uploads. Too. So, all right, Libra, let's go. Let's roll. All right, Libra. Let's see what's... Some of you, this is talking a little bit about a union as well. This is very interesting. It's like something is morphing in your world. And I think in some ways, it's going to have to do with a lot of life lessons moving forward. And they're pointing out February to me already. As I just starting to shuffle the cards, Spirit's kicking in there. You may be coming together with somebody, it's almost like there's a connection. So this could just be a relationship, a partnership, a marriage. This could be multiple things. So there's something governing that fact. You know, Libra, you are the scales, you are the justice card. So you could be dealing with officiants, ceremonies, traditional court kind of stuff. You know, it could be a variety of things as I stumble over my words here. But the thing that catches my eye about this is whatever this union is, I don't feel like it's pure, okay? That whatever this is, it's almost got like a darker sense to it. Pay attention to people who are bringing you into their world, or Libra, again, this could be cross-watcher, right? You know, but this is how it's coming through, is that it's like the person or situation you're connecting with at this time, both very damaged, both very broken. And it's like, make sure that what you're pulling into your world isn't a toxic codependent kind of bond, is how this feels to me. That your own issues, like this, what they call trauma bonds, that's the word I was looking for. That this isn't a trauma bond of something, you know, it's like if you've built, and I've seen this in the past, doing what I do, where I see people building their bonds upon hatred, triggers, having a similar experience with it, maybe another person that brings those two together, so then they think, oh, well, we connected on this, so now it's love. So I would just be very mindful of why you are connecting with the people that you're connecting with. Are they there to help shape your experience, or is it genuinely for a long-lasting kind of connection? Very, very interesting energy, Libra. All right. All right, let's see what the cards have to say. Libra, pick up your heels and breaking free. I do feel, Libra, like you're closing one chapter out and starting another one, but I'm concerned, and I'm going to say this, like, I'm not trying to freak you out, right? We're in that north and south node of Aries and Libra, right? I'm a Scorpio. We just came out of the south node in Scorpio. I can tell you firsthand from my own experience, the last 18 months has been a hell of a roller coaster ride, to say the least. Libra, you're sitting in that space of learning massive lessons right now. Be mindful of that south node. That is, we're talking our destiny, our fate, our karma, everything. Spirit is saying you could have met your match with somebody and you may not even realize it yet. They said justice is a dish served cold. There's no emotion to it. So be very mindful of what, and I want to say what you're engaging in, you may not see it now, but the long-term ramifications to a particular situation is going to be what comes. You may see this, whatever this is, break down by July of next year. And I'm surprised that I'm getting something that far out with these collective readings, but that's what's coming up. So I'm going to give it to you. That's Snake that comes out with problems resolved from the Fairies Oracle cards. And I'm sorry, the cat is acting like a fool this morning. See, here's the thing. I think you believe, Libra, that you're closing out, rise above problems, like you're closing out a particular cycle. And it's funny because the energy they're giving me is like a blank void of this right now. But it's like, what it is showing me in the now is that things feel good to you, right? So any toxic situation always feels good in the beginning, so we question, well, if it feels so good, how could it be so wrong? Like, this doesn't make sense to me, right? We've all been there. And then later on, we come to find out, you know, time evolves, and we start to see certain things that it's not quite what we thought it was. We had the rose-colored glasses on, right? But I feel like for the moment, you feel like your situations are being released. But the thing of it is like the snake, as I was saying, I get sidetracked. To me, you know, that snake is representation of transformation stuff. Me personally, as much as I am a Scorpio, it kind of delves around who we are. I'm not a fan of them. Okay, those are not my creatures. Don't like those creatures. I'm gonna be honest with you. But the thing of it is this snake is getting her twisted and tangled up. That snake is coming around her, and she's playing with it right now. Right now, that snake hasn't bitten her. It's starting to get her wrapped up, and you see the look in her face is, okay, now we're off. And she's missing the present moment. She's so, her gaze is so far out into the distance, she does not see the right here, the right now. And it says problem resolved and rise above problems. And with that, Libra, there's a need to look inside of you to recognize what that problem is. And yeah, romantic partner. You may feel like with this person, they're going to fix everything, or this situation or whatever it is that you're entangling in right now is going to fix the problems long term. Again, I don't feel like in the long run this is going to benefit you. I would just be very mindful at this time, okay? So let's see what else comes out for you guys. For Libra for October of 23. Yeah, choices and grounding. Like I said, I feel like your claws are like dug into the earth. Like I've got this figured out. But I don't feel like that grounded connection is connected top to bottom from the earth to the sky. It's connected to the clouds, right? Clouds are always moving. They're daydreamy. They keep coming in with new ideas or new shapes, right? We look at each cloud and we could, you know, see it as something else. It's the imagination running wild, and we need to be able to imagine. We need to be able to be in our creative energy, but we also can't let it take control of where we're headed. So let's see, Libra, ask for help. I do, and I just said to you, you know, I feel like you think that this person is going to fix a situation. This situation, whatever it is you're getting into, is going to course correct any issues that you've had. I don't believe that that's the case. And I hate to put it to you that way, but because this situation isn't about them, it's about you. Whatever you've got going on in your internal world is very much about you and not them. So they can't fix what is happening in your world, right? Lighten up in abundance. Again, I do feel like you're stepping into this feel-good kind of energy, but the reasons for it is really where I want to say to you, pay attention. Again, you're going to have to, Spirit is saying lighten your load. I'm very curious about some of the energy that I'm picking up here. There feels to be a little push and pull, like somebody could be wanting something to go a particular way coming up throughout the month of October. I'm hearing the 13th. I'm also seeing the 31st. It's like you need it to be done a certain way for it to work. And I feel like the more control, you know, when we're not in a lighter space of feel-good kind of energy that is in a state of flow, we tend to be very critical of things or feel the need to control things. And I feel like for something, or for some reason, there is this need of control, or this feeling like there has to be some control forced into a particular situation. But Libra, I think you're looking at this in a way of what could be. I hope that's making sense, the way I'm putting that out there to you and the way it's coming in. So let's see for Libra. There you are, King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, King of Wands, Sag, Aries, Leo as well. High Priest is sitting there. You know, there's a lot of energy at play, and then we got the Queen of Wands underneath. There's some kind of mastery here that is involved in this partnership, whatever this is. Again, this could be work, this could be anything, right? Romance. I feel there's again that dreamy energy, and you know, I usually don't see the High Priestess like that, but there is a need for you to pay attention. If you've got a gut feeling deep within about something, you need to pay attention to that, because I kind of feel like it's being forgotten about. It's like, oh, it's nothing, and you're just moving on to the next thing that is stimulating to you. I just heard the wise old owl is up to his tricks again. So, you know, again, pay attention to who it is that you're dealing with and what's going on in your world. There's a lot of masculine energy in this reading. I'm going to say for some, they're saying 30% of you, this is a cross-watcher reading. For the rest of you, this is for you. The Two of Pentacles with the High Priestess. The High Priestess doesn't have any doubts, right? She has no doubts about what direction it is that she needs to go. 1414 on the clock as well. 2 and 2. There's those unions, those partnerships. I feel like you're coming together with somebody, or someone's trying to come together with you for the purpose of gain. It is a codependent, toxic situation, and even though I don't see the Devil card here, that feeling of why this situation is coming together, you may feel like this is something beautifully bound, right? Beautifully put together. You want to feel good in this. It makes you feel good. I reemphasize the long-term repercussions of dealing with this is not healthy. Okay? I'm driving me crazy. Okay. What else for Libra? Now, that King of Swords, he's extremely intellectual. He's very aware, very abundant in his senses, right? Like, he is, you know, emotionally detached from things. And that's the thing. If I'm looking at this as a partnership of any kind, there's no love. I've not seen a single cup come out yet. Anything that is decisive of love. It all feels like a strategic move, a strategic idea, a strategic plan. Thinking that that's going to be the thing that protects you from your fears. That Hangman, you've got the Six of Wands with the King of Swords. Again, it's like the strategizing, Five of Wands. It's trying to overcome, and Seven of Wands, trying to overcome a challenge that it's like, here's my new bright idea. Here's my truth. And you know, we say all the time in this, you know, in the spiritual journey, is to speak your truth, know your truth, be in alignment with your truth. But you also have to ask yourself if that truth is an illusion. Are you feeding yourself what it is you want to believe so that it resolves it in you? Your idea, this is going to be my fix-all, right? It's putting all your eggs in one basket. This King of Wands and the Hangman, somebody at some point, and I don't think this is in October, is going to gain the perspective that the two sides of this situation that are coming together are ultimately going to be the ones that turn their backs to each other. If this hasn't, I'm going to say for some of you, this may have already happened, where one feels like the hunter, one feels like the prey. Spirit is also saying, now you're understanding it from a third-party perspective of where they've been. Massive, profound change, Libra. Nine of Pentacles, Five of Wands. You may be at some point fighting to keep what is yours. There may be some arguments over material possessions as well. And as I look back at this High Priestess I hear, and you knew better. And that's what I mean. The long term of this is like screaming out to you during this season. You know, we're moving into the eclipse season of pay attention to your intuition and not your dream. You know, the dreamy idea, right? This made up picture we create, the expectations that we have. But I feel like, Libra, again, you're blanketing yourself in this sense of dreaminess to cover up any triggers or fears associated with you moving forward in life. And again, I want to reiterate, this can be for the cross watcher. Like, you know, if you're connecting with a Libra cross watcher, you know, ask yourself why it is, you know, you're trying to make your way into their world. How is this partnership actually benefiting you? And Libra, the same thing for you. Yeah. This you know, fast forward in a movement with this the Eight of Wands is in the reverse, my bad. You know, typically with that Eight of Wands, we see that fast forward movement, and Spirit is guiding you to slow it down. Slow it down and really reflect on the choices that are coming to you, coming for you, what it is that Spirit is trying to show you. Because I don't feel like, again, that you're trusting your intuition. It's the deciphering of, is this a dream state of what I would like for it to be, what I want to believe it to be, or is this the reality of what it actually is? And I feel like there's a misconception between the two sides, the differences. What is this King of Swords? Wheel of Fortune, positive turn of events. You're rolling the dice, Libra. You're rolling the dice and taking that gamble. You know, I see that Wheel of Fortune. It's most often a positive turn of events, and I've got that Six of Wands there, and it's like, ooh, great, you know, things to celebrate, and we're victorious in this, and we've strategized how we're going to get there. And then underneath that, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, but what we've got behind the Knight of Pentacles is the Three of Swords. Because once, whatever this is that's gained momentum that you're running off to the races with right now, once it slows down, there's almost a sense of, I'm getting that Four of Cups kind of energy, like a sense of boredom that comes in. And when this boredom comes in, you can't mask what's lying under the surface forever. Eventually it's going to come full circle. It's going to come out. I heard the honeymoon phase is over. You know, so if you've been in a relationship or a dynamic that's been, you know, the honeymoon phase, you know, all that shit comes to an end. And then once things settle, it's now what? You may not find yourself to be as happy as you thought you were, or you may not see things turning out the way that you had hoped they would. So what is this King of Wands and a Hangman, please, Spirit? The Moon. Yeah, there's absolutely things hidden. And it's about power. It's about control with this Emperor. The Seven of Cups. Yeah, you know, the Emperor, when he rules his kingdom, he doesn't, you know, he may have options, right? He may have different ways of viewing things and looking at things, but he's very much self-aware. He's very, again, very strategic. I would say for whatever this partnership is, whatever this is that's coming in, both of you, both sides of the situation, have your own plan. This is, you know, it's like you have your own plan as to what it is you're expecting from this. It's almost like watching two people use each other but for different reasons, and you know, wrapping a label on it, putting a bow and prettying up the bullshit and going, this is love. That's how that feels. Like, oh, this is love. But if you know, you wrap a bow on shit, like, it still doesn't change what the present is underneath what it is. It's, you know, in the packaging or underneath that bow. And that's the thing with the Seven of Cups and that Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a beautiful energy, really. You know, it's solid, stable. You've built your own way in life, those kind of things. And I don't think that you were so sure. You know, at the end of the day, you may not be so sure about a particular person or situation. And now, since something has happened or as something will transpire, you're looking at those choices. You're looking at all of the things, like you start to pick apart everything that you're seeing now or moving forward. So it's just something, Libra, that you're going to have to be very aware of. That Hangman is, and that Moon is, it's like finding out the truth. That High Priestess, you know, she's the you know, she's the keeper of secrets. There's things not being seen. There's things not being said. Especially with that Eight of Wands in reverse and the Two of Pentacles, weighing our options. Well, I could try this and see what happens, right? The Wheel of Fortune as well. Again, I'm going to make it look good. There's very much this illusionary, I'm going to make it look good. But I don't think that it's sustainable. The Moon, the Hangman, the King of Wands. When I see the King of Wands with the Moon and he's kind of peeking out from behind it the way I laid it there, it's a duel. There's a duel between the two sides. He's watching how this Moon is moving. He's watching from behind the scenes of what is happening and transpiring. Eventually, those emotions, that water energy is going to come up to the surface. That person in this water energy comes to the surface. You know, it cannot be pushed down. It's reminding me of the Libra card in this deck too, where I always get the feeling if she's pushing away the shadow side, trying to balance it out. That's how this feels to me with this King of Wands over top of this Moon, or the Moon over top of the King of Wands. And with the Hangman, is you're failing to see something that is a vital component to where it is that you're headed. Or maybe in somebody, maybe they've always shown you this lovely, sweet demeanor, and you've not had the opportunity yet to see what really lies beneath the surface. I'll say to you, think about the conversations you have with whatever or whoever the situation is about for you. Are they based on lighthearted, easygoing, fun things that truly connect you and light you both up? Because if not, if most of it is a lot of toxic, hating energy of like plotting or whatever the strategy is here that doesn't feel right to me, you've got to ask yourself if you guys have trauma bonded over something, or the experience of feeling a certain way about a certain situation or person that you're both angry with or something has not brought you to a point of that's why you came together to begin with. Because if it is, it's not a healthy relationship. It's not a stable relationship. it's a matter of time till the tower pops up. So I would just be very mindful, you know. When you chose this situation or person, it was like picking the lesser of what you thought was evils. But, you know, even the devil can disguise itself in people, right? So it's to be mindful of that. I don't know, Libra. Interesting read. I think that this particular situation right here is the setup to what's to come in lessons and karmic lessons. That Wheel of Fortune is karma, right? Coming back around. So be mindful. Be mindful of that. All right, Libra, advice for you. Orbs of Light, 40. I was just thinking about the karmic clearing because there was a couple, Taurus and another sign had it. I can't remember who the other one was. And when I flipped the deck over, just for the sake of looking, there it was. I feel like you're sitting in this wanting to feel good energy, like you're releasing and going, I just want to feel good. I want to just feel better, right? There's a lot of, everything may feel really good right now, but the reason for your connections is going to be what stands out in the long term. Okay? So this Orb of Light, I'm going to read you the book definition. Oops, passed it up. All right, Orbs of Light. The spiritual worlds are delivering a message to you. You may have already heard it through telepathic reception and mistaken it for your own thought. Yet it is inspired by your higher guidance, the spiritual beings that love you without condition. It is an answer to a question and a guidance to increase your happiness. It is possible to pray without realizing it. The universe is lovingly listening to every thought and feeling in your heart and mind. When you intentionally speak to the universe and ask your higher guidance to help you with an issue, this is a powerful way to call light into your life. It works often quite rapidly. However, sometimes we ask for help without being so aware of doing so. Worrying about an issue or pondering a question are ways this happens. There are orbs of light around you. They are spiritual beings that love you. These orbs contain information and energies that help answer questions and worries through the intelligence and love of a higher spiritual world. That information might come through a song, a phrase, a feeling or color or symbol that unlocks awareness in our deeper recesses of your mind and body. Orbs are always around us, but appear in more concentrated form, both in quantity and quality. In certain places and at certain times, including when your energy is particularly soft and receptive, high frequency state. Orbs naturally gravitate towards high energy. This doesn't mean you have to be on the go constantly. Higher energy can be created when you are very still by raising your frequency to a higher vibrational state. You can do this by regularly meditating on love and healing. You can place yourself in the state that is most attractive to orbs of light by relaxing, open your heart, and feeling good. You are also most likely to perceive them around you in this state, which can be a fun and beautiful experience. Orbs are often only seen in photographs where they appear as soft balls of light. If they are enhanced and magnifying, patterns, symbols, and faces can sometimes be seen within them. This is part of the loving genius of the spiritual world, the way that the light can reach the earth in form, helping to raise frequency from fear to love. Being in nature and doing so, or doing some invocations to unconditional love, creates an energy that is very attractive to orbs. So is group work based in love, such as meditating together to clear a sacred space in nature, then dancing and praying together in that space with joyful devotion to love. This attracts high-level guidance because a group can be a container powerful enough to generate and hold the high frequencies of love. This can also happen for individuals, but group energy can be powerful, an effective way to attract a great downpour of spiritual grace. Clearing the energy of your home and calling in higher guidance to bless you and your home each day. Perhaps with the invocation below will also create a space in which orbs of light can more easily visit you, bringing their uplifting energy and healing light. To access the information of these orbs of light, to be open to seeing them more clearly, whether you directly with your own energetic vision, through clairvoyance, or through photographs or other means, you can use the invocation below. And I'll read that to you. I call upon the unconditionally loving orbs of light. Please bring me information, healing energy, and joy. As I open my heart to a loving presence of the higher spiritual worlds here and now, I ask to see, feel, know the loving intelligence of the orbs of light in ways that are relaxing, encouraging, joyful, and kind. I ask for the orbs of light to bring peace and blessings to the space, to consecrate it as sacred and to protect it so only the energies of light, love, and higher consciousness may enter. May the unconditionally loving orbs of light bless all those who can benefit from their presence through divine love, my own free will, so be it. I will say this to you, Libra. Like I said back here with these two cards, head in the clouds kind of energy. If for you this has been prayer, make sure you're letting go of any expectations on how this plays out. Because I stand firm in my readings with what comes out regardless. And I think that this, again, is long-term projection for you guys. This is a long-term awareness of what is to come. And it's like you can always change course. That's the beautiful thing about tarot. It comes in, it gives us guidance, and it takes us somewhere new. And I think with this moon here, you may be in this state of joy right now. And I said, like, it feels like you're in this honeymoon phase, right? But that honeymoon phase does not last. And I hate to sound like negative Nelly over here, like I'm not trying to beat anybody up. But also remember the things that you prayed for, the things that you've asked for, you may have to go through turbulent times to get there. So when things don't feel like they're working out, it's not, why is this happening? It's, what is this trying to teach me? What is this trying to show me? Just be very connected to your intuition. Don't let your thoughts run away with you. Don't daydream about things. Stay very grounded in your reality and listen to your guides. This is the beginning of spirit, karmic trenches. Libra, I could sit here all day and talk about this kind of stuff, honest to God. But you're going to figure it out. It's going to take some time. Allow yourself to feel good always, but also pay attention, okay? So I know this video was a little different, but karmic clearing, this is what the situation is bringing in. It's going to take some time to unfold. So, all right, Libra, if you found this video resonated for you, please like, share, subscribe, comment to the channel. You know, leave your thoughts, you know, on the channel, you know, about what this means for you or what you have going on. I'm always curious to hear feedback from everybody because I'm reading for so many people. And then if you guys are interested in personal services, again, description box below, about section of the page. Check me out at holisticallyzenwb.com for a full list of products and services. Guys, thanks for bearing with me during this transition. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Sending you love and light, and I will see you soon.